Hello, Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's Monday. We all know what Monday is. Monday is Tips Day. I got some tips sent in from you, the viewers, as they say, people that watch my videos. The mighty few that watch my videos. But I don't care how many of you watch it, as long as one of you gets something out of it and enjoys it. I don't need 1,000 likes on a picture of me sitting on a balcony. Hint, nudge, wink, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Don't bother me in the slightest. I'm just trying to get to one person and I've achieved my goal. Which is why I need your help, because I don't know all of this stuff. So I got some tips from Sean, Stephen, Dennis, and some more from Sean. I think I have, as you know, if you've watched this, I haven't read them yet. We're going to read them live and react. But I'm just judging by the volume of typing. Maybe next week I'll do Dennis and some of Sean's. And this week, I'm going to do Sean and Stephen. See how it goes. Hopefully we can have enough tips here to make it worthwhile. I always take a deep breath. Well, at least I haven't had any from Dave for a while. You know, when I get tips from Dave, I really take a deep breath. But he's been in Australia doing stuff on cruising and whatever, you know, so. Luckily for us, we haven't had to deal with Dave's tips for a while. Dave knows I mess with him. He's gonna put a comment on here, and it'll be like an angry face at like 2 minutes 57 seconds. Because I know he watches these videos, because he just wants me to have a go at him, and I do it in jest and fun. Or do I? Watch in the comments. He's gonna put it in there. Angry face, 2 minutes 57 seconds, whatever time this comes up at. You'll see. All right, Sean. Here we go. Hello, Mick. Trying to help with more tips. Hopefully we'll be able to add more after the Venezia cruise. That is correct. Not going to lie, I do record these in advance. Right now we are still in October. This is definitely not going out until somewhere towards the end of November, even maybe early December. I've had so many tips. I've pre-recorded so many of these. And we are going on the Venezia for 17 glorious days on Monday, and Sean is going to be joining us on the second leg. Number one. Read someone's post today about how all the power in their room went out, not just the lights but the fridge, etc., if card was not left in the wall thingy when they were not in the cabin. This seems strange if true. Okay. Here's how I understand this to be. I don't think the fridge goes out. It's the lights. So when you walk in the room, and usually your room steward will put their little business card in there to keep it on. It does not have to be a key, a card or anything. Just a general, business card or anything will do. Put some piece of paper in there. So you walk in and you put that on, and the lights will be on. You can still hit the switch on and off, but if there's nothing in that, the lights will be on when you walk in the room. But if there's nothing in that little little tray thing, 10 minutes or so, I don't know how long it is, may not even be 10 minutes, all the lights are going to go out. I don't think the fridge goes out, not the rest of it, it's just the lights. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, the TV's not going to go off, and the fridge isn't going to go out, it's just the lights in the room. So when you walk in the room, you'll see it. It's like a little insert tray thing here, like a little door key you would put in. Just make sure there's something in it so the lights stay on. And again, you can turn them off on the switch on the wall, but if the lights are on the switch on the wall and that is not in, they're going to go out pretty quick. It's like a clap on, clap off. I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah, if I'm wrong and the fridge goes out, I will drink a cup of coffee. I hate coffee. Ugh. Tea. Oh God, I shouldn't have said that. What if I'm wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, put it in the tips. But I'm going on a cruise next week, and I'm going to put that to the test and just make sure. So don't call my bluff, because I'll know. All right. Number two. A previous tip recommended going to the steakhouse bar for a drink, but apparently this is not allowed on the Venezia unless you have a table reservation. I am not sure why. Bar is too small. / no seats at the bar. Cheers, Sean. Well, I can't answer that one, but I will be able to after the next cruise. I would be shocked if that's the case. It's possible that you can't sit at the bar, because what I've learned with some of these steakhouses, especially if it's a small steakhouse, and I'm thinking about the steakhouse on the Horizon and the Panorama and the Vista, and this is in the same place as I remember. It's right next to what is the Amari bar on the Venezia, but would be the Alchemy bar on the Vista class ships. And when you walk in, because the bar is right on the inside. You go in the door, you take a left, and the bar is right there. Steakhouse can be very popular on these ships, so they may want to be keeping those seats for people to eat, because, you know, it's an overflow situation where people can sit at the bar and eat if they want to. So if you're sitting there having a drink and they have an overflow situation, that's the case. I would think that they might be a bit more flexible and say, you know, you can sit at the bar and have a drink, but if we need it for somebody to eat, we're going to ask you to move. I would go in there. I remember Alexander was the bartender in there, and we had Nicola and Zoran in the Alchemy bar, and I don't really drink those drinks. I'm a beer man, so I would go in, and Nicola would be there, hand me my drink, and I'd get it, and I would go back to the Alchemy bar with everybody else. So I'm pretty sure you'd be able to go get a drink. Whether you could sit there and stay, I don't know. And a lot of that will be up to the steakhouse manager, and it might change from contract to contract. But again, homework for me to do next week. So yeah, two tips from Sean that I don't know the answer to. I think I do, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to keep this to one side and make sure I am 100% sure when we get back. Should have held that tip till after. What you going to do? I don't read them in advance. There's proof right there. All right, on to Stephen. Hi, Mick. Keep up the good work. I do my best, Stephen. Love the content and suits, especially the Pac-Man and Tampa Bay Bucks suits. Well, who wouldn't? But I just got a new suit. I got a South Park suit. I said to Julie, I said, listen, we got so many suits. We've got to slow down on buying the suits. I'm not buying any more suits unless one comes out that just speaks to me. I love South Park. We never missed an episode. Religiously used to watch South Park. I had the wind-up figurine things you could have and stuff like that. I got South Park pajamas. I love South Park. I may have had a few adult beverages when I got the email that it had been released, but I can tell you within 10 minutes I had shoes, socks, underwear, suit, and dress for Julie on the way. And they are all here except the socks, except the shoes, which I'm very upset about. I was hoping they would be here before this cruise, so sadly I'm taking a pair of pink shoes on this cruise to go with the suit, unless by some miracle they arrive in the next 24 hours. I got them from a website called Etsy, and all I got was confirmation they would arrive between October the 17th and November the 21st. So seeing as today is Friday the 19th, is it the 19th, 20th, whatever, 20th? Yeah, 20th, Friday the 20th, and it's only 3 days into a almost 1 month window. I don't think I'm going to get them. But next cruise, I'm wearing it again with the South Park shoes because they are awesome. Anyway, free wine on the first night. Many know there is a free house red and house white wine in Steakhouse on the first night, but this also applies to other specialty restaurants as well. Oh my goodness, I'm getting stumped on all of these questions today. I do believe in some restaurants that's the case, but not necessarily all. I have a lot of homework to do on my next cruise. It's called Stump the Suit Guy. See, I don't drink wine, and I can't know everything. Stephen, and put this in the comments, does that apply to every specialty restaurant? I don't know. I really don't know. I wouldn't be surprised in the least. I also know, as a caveat to that, it's not just a free house red or house white. You can also get 50% off of any bottle in the Steakhouse. Now, whether that applies to the other restaurants or not, I do not know. And also, a lot of these ships now, it's extended into night 2. So when you get on board, check whether night 1 and night 2 are both part of that offer. I know it is on some ships. That's my way of getting around the fact that I don't know the answer. Again, what sort of tips video is this when I can't help? Again, if I read them in advance, I could research the answer. But where's the fun in that? I'll leave it to you, the cruising world, to put the answer in the comments. Or I'll add the comment when I'm on the ship next week. Or in 3, because we're doing a back-to-back. We join on Monday, and we go into Bermuda. Yeah, but this video won't be out, will it? I'll make a note to put it in the comments when it finally comes out. Alright, limited time tip here. Based on a Facebook exchange I had with John Heald, the Vessel Series coffee mugs have not been produced in several months, and thus some ships have run out. John is unsure they will get back, but trying to work on it. So the tip is, if you want one, don't delay and get it as soon as you see it. So for those that don't know, because I collect these for Glenn and Dawn, a couple of my clients and friends, on every ship I go, I have to get them a coffee mug from the different ships, and you can buy them in Java Blue. So I guess what Stephen, and I'm getting one for Stephen on the Venezia too. Or I've already got one by the time you watch this. Or they were sold out and I couldn't get one by the time you watch this. But a lot of people are collecting them. It's like, you know, we go on a cruise ship, we always try and get, like a lot of people do, Christmas tree ornament, fridge magnet, shot glass. Predictable, I know, you know, but this has become a thing like that. So hopefully they don't stop selling them. You know, it's really weird. It frustrates the hell out of me to a large extent, because you'd think they want to make money, right? And there's less and less and less things to buy. Not only like this in the Java Blue, in the stores there's less things to buy. If you go online before you cruise and you want to buy a gift for somebody, you want to surprise your wife, your husband, whatever, with a gift in the room when you get on board, 6 months ago, there'd be like 7 or 8 pages of choices. Now there's 2. It's just gone. No one's addressed it. They're just gone. We went on that Greenland cruise, which we're not talking about, but we went on the Greenland cruise. You would think on a unique cruise like that, they would have loads and loads of Greenland merchandise for sale. Nothing. The only thing they had on that ship was a picture in pixels of the itinerary of the trip, which very quickly changed when we didn't go. But yeah, it feels like Carnival's missing out on a lot of great opportunities to make some money here with people buying a lot of this stuff, because the choices just seem to be going down and down and down all the time. So hopefully, Stephen, Glenn and Dawn, I was able to get you a mug. I'm going to go day 1. Day 1. All right, next up. Oh, we got a lot of tips this week. That's like 5 already, and I've still got 2 to go. And I haven't really answered any of them. Certain excursions, like the Behind the Fun tour, can only be booked on the ship and have limited availability. Book as early as possible at the shore excursions desk as soon as you board. Very valid point. Not sure if you can book that one on the hub as well, because most of the shore excursions you can book on the hub. Guess what? I'm going to check when I get on board on Monday. Woohoo! I feel like this whole video needs a follow-up video the next week where I actually give you the answers. Or I make a note of them and put them in the comments at the end of this video. You know, it's hard to remember, because I wish, the only problem with scheduling these videos so far in advance is I can't make comments until the video goes live. So I have to remember to go on my calendar on my phone for the day it's going to come out and make notes of what I have to add in the comment field. So there's sometimes I know I've done these videos and I've said this is going to be in the comment field and it's not in the comment field. Sorry. But yes, definitely a good idea to do that. They do sell out very quickly. It's kind of like Chef's Table and things like that. You know, back in the day with Chef's Table, they used to do it one time a cruise. Now it's pretty much every day. And I think that now this Behind the Fun tour is back, they will start doing it on multiple days on the cruises as a way of making more money. We did it one time on Carnival Magic. It was great. I wouldn't do it again, but I did it once, and it was good to do it once. It was good to do it once. You see a lot of stuff. The one thing I really saw, though, that really upset me, and I've told this story before, we were on the Magic, we did a back-to-back, and it was the end of the first week. You know, if you know what I'm like with Red Stripe now, I used to be like that with Stella, then I went like that with Presidente. So as these drinks have gone, I've moved on to the next one. Now I'm on Red Stripe. But back then, I was on Stella, and they announced at the end of week 1 that the contract with Stella had expired and there would no longer be Stella on the ship. I'm like, it's only week 1 of week 2. What am I going to drink next week? So they were nice, and in the lobby bar, because I was drinking in there a lot that cruise, they kept some back for me. But then on like day 2 of week 2, I saw them take them all away. Oh, so sad. And then I went on the Behind the Fun tour, and they were taking us down towards the crew area, and I saw a pallet. I'm not exaggerating. 100 cases of Stella were on this pallet, at least 100. And I was like, what? Well, you took that away. Crew bar. Apparently it was the most popular drink in the crew bar, so they kept what they could for the crew. No more arguments from me. The crew's happy, I'm happy. But the crew only had to pay $1 a bottle in those days, a little bit more now. Yeah, that's my Stella story. Hopefully I don't have to tell the same story with Red Stripe anytime soon. And Stella is now back, but in cans. Back in the day it was in bottles. And anybody that drinks beer knows it's much better out of a bottle than a can. But they have to do it out of cans now. If you don't know why, I was informed this by some of the bartenders, to avoid damage. You know, because you break a bottle, it was more the lids than the actual bottles, believe it or not. But if the lids on the bottles fell on the ground and they're a bit sharp and somebody stepped on one because they're walking in bare feet, you know, stuff like that. So that's why it's cans, not bottles. Allegedly. Told by a crew member. Last one. Woo! If you're not comfortable booking your own travel or a first-time cruiser, use a travel agent like Elite Travel Connection. Woohoo! They'll walk you through, answer questions, then monitor your booking for better deals at no extra cost to you. I'm not going to go into that in any detail because this is not a sales pitch, but he's correct. That's all I'm going to say. What does it cost you? Nothing. And you help a small business. That's all I'm going to say. And if you'd like to know more, ask me. Boom. End of story. Leave that one there. Great last tip, Stephen. Great last tip. All the others were good too. I got stumped more this week than ever. Maybe you shouldn't contact me because I didn't know the answer to a lot of those questions. However, if you would like to subscribe to my channel and find out if I actually do know anything by watching other videos, please do so. Ring that little bell and you'll get notification when my videos come out. If you have any questions, my email is coming up at the end of this video. You can contact me with any questions you may have. And if you have your own tips or your own cruising traditions, please email them to me. I would love to share them with everybody else. Be warned, as you just saw, I don't read them in advance. I read them live as I go and react. I didn't react very well today, I'm not going to lie. But going forward, hopefully, I react better. When I say better, I don't mean, you know, in an emotional way. I mean in a knowledgeable way. And with that, I will see you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, Mick, at elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.